My dear friend, Ahmed Shidi, my dear friend, Ahmed Abdu, and also my mentor for African industrialization, Mr. Carlos Lopez, and directors, distinguished colleagues. Of course, I would like to rename here Regional Director, Mr. Gabriel Nagatu, Director, Ms. Laura Frangetti, and Mr. Condons, Director for Development Cooperation for East and South Africa. Your Excellencies, friends, colleagues, it is a great honor for me to be here today. I really would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the government of Ethiopia and also my respected leader, Prime Minister Desalegn, for inviting us all here, for setting the stage for what is this great country is to offer the world as it continues its industrial development journey. The government of Ethiopia has a bold and dynamic vision to become a middle-income country by 2025. It has formalized the vision in its second growth and transformation plan, or GTP2. This five-year plan covers a wide variety of sectors set to undergo structural transformation with a focus on agriculture, manufacturing, and trade. The GDP aims to create enabling environments for FDI, particularly in the agro-food, textile, leather sectors. The development of infrastructure utilities, such as roads, railways, energy supply, are also priorities of the GDP2. The GDP lays out an amazing course for Ethiopia along the goals and targets. So far, all signs indicate these goals will be met. But with your help, of course, I strongly believe this is a very bold vision. And by 2025, a middle-income countries in this continent will be emerged, which we'll call Ethiopia. Ethiopia is working very hard, as I yesterday had a meeting with State Secretary of Industries and the Vice Minister of Industry. I learned that they put in place the right conditions to accelerate its industrialization process. The government has mobilized its own resources and allocated a substantial budget for agro-industrial infrastructure, and the government has continuously improved its policy framework to attract FDI, with the FDI flows to the country amounting to over $2 billion in 2015. Ethiopia is becoming a hotspot for investors, and especially in the leather, textile, and the garment sector. And investing in building manufacturing capacity is crucial for countries like Ethiopia to trigger higher level of the growth and development. This is not easy job. This is not easy objective to achieve along the considering challenges such as access to resources, knowledge, and technology, especially the innovative ways of doing the industrial process. And foreign capital and expertise are required to boost manufacturing in Ethiopia. As was the case in China 25 years ago, agribusiness in particular has a huge potential for success, representing almost half of the GDP and the lion's shares of Ethiopia's export. In the African continent at large, it is estimated that agro-industry will become a $1 trillion industry by 2030. In Africa and in Ethiopia, we are thus witness a turning point that foreign investment can make the most of it. And like Ethiopia, UNIDO is also a pivotal state at a pivotal stage with a renewed mandate to promote inclusive sustainable industrial development, or ISID in short. Our organization is at the forefront of the new international development landscape, and the 2030 Development Agenda and its 17 sustainable goals agreed last year by international community seek to transform our world and will guide all global, regional, and national development efforts over the coming years. Sustainable Development Goal 9, colleagues, friends, which is to build a resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation, is an acknowledgement that industry is vital for sustainable economic growth. Together with our social sector development, our environmental protection for the sustainability, I think those are three pillars of issue set agenda for our international community. As the only United Nations agency tasked to advance industrial development, UNIDO is well placed to help deliver all the industrial-related SDG goals. UNIDO is also play a leading role in implementing the resolution on the third industrial development decade for Africa adopted by the UN General Assembly on 25th of July 2016. Colleagues, friends, we need to operationalizing SDG. We need to operationalizing IDDA 3. We need to take actions. And this brings me back to Ethiopia. UNIDO and Ethiopia has been cooperating through a unique multi-stakeholder partnership model. The Program for Country Partnership, or PCP, for Ethiopia. It is the first of its kind, along with the PCP for Senegal, two countries, two least developed countries in this continent being selected. UNIDO innovatively developed a PCP model to mobilize public and private investments for industrialization, achieve a larger development impact. And we work together with development institutions like World Bank, African Development Bank, and work together with government and private sector and develop an industrial strategy. This strategy being approved by government, by parliament, so it's a national strategy to develop industry for the country. Over the course of this forum, you will see some of the work we have been doing with the government of Ethiopia through the PCP. We have put a strong emphasis on engagement with private sector, civil society as well. In particular, we have supported the government of Ethiopia in the preparation of the specific investment profiles in key sectors that we are sure will capture investors' interest as profitable investment. You will learn more about these profiles in the coming sessions. We are truly happy to see so many of you here today, ambassadors representing your government, development institutions, and also private companies, associations, civil society, and in large part because we want to help facilitate and support your business relationship with Ethiopia, both at this forum and, of course, beyond. And as a UN development agency, UNIDO aims to facilitate foreign domestic investment, connect private companies to the public sector, and contribute to creating a business-friendly environment. UNIDO's PCP model shows that development objectives of the government and the business objectives of the private sector can be aligned. And they can be aligned in such a way as to accelerate development for countries, for job creation, for women empowerment, for youth employment, for private sector development, while creating economic returns for companies. They need to run based on the market discipline. And many Ethiopian foreign companies that have already invested in Ethiopia are also present here. Take the opportunity to meet with them too, share your experiences and questions, learn from them, and find areas where you may be able to collaborate, to work together. Financial institutions are present here as well. I just heard a very strong commitment from the African Development Bank and understand what piece of the development puzzle they bring to the table to create some corridors for the economic development and social development in this continent. UNIDO is also here to support you. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us with your questions, your interest, your projects. I believe that there's very little we cannot do if we partner together. I would like this forum to represent to you our commitment to attracting investment to this country with a great potential in the future. Colleagues, friends, from the presentations by many dear colleagues, friends here, I've seen the strong commitment on the willingness to work with companies, with the country, with government here in this continent, in this country. This is a very high time, colleagues, friends, to move our firm steps towards the strong implementation of 2030 development agenda. It is also good opportunity for us to create win-win situation among us. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please allow me to thank you for your presence here today, moreover, for your willingness to learn and to engage. I know that the program for next couple of days will give you opportunity for fruitful discussion. Of course, the partnership, cooperation. We stand by your side, ready to make that happen. Thank you very much.